Okay, so people are already starting to ask us about some of the differences between the Panzer AR-12 Pro and the Panzer AR-12 Pro G2. So I'm just going to do a quick introduction video showing you a couple of the main differences, and we'll get more in depth later. So anyway, up here on the top is my old Pro. You can see here, especially in the back, we've got our stock adapter on there. It's got a mil-spec buffer tube, mil-spec stock, okay? Got our extended large charging handle on there. I don't like the shroud, so I've got a barrel nut on there and got my flash hider on there, okay? But look at the cutouts on the lower as compared then to the G2, the cutouts on it. A little different, okay? The Panzer Arms isn't white like it is on the old Pro. Look at the thickness right here of the lower receiver as compared to the G2 now. So the main difference is the G2's got a buffer tube and it's got a buffer spring in there. Okay, they've moved some of the springs. You can see the spring up in here, the main operating spring, and it's missing from up in here. They've got a small one in here, okay, but most of it has now been moved to a buffer tube system here in the back. Okay, got a cool little side thing there, but yeah. So our charging handle, keep in mind these have already been modified, these guns. Our charging handle works, my barrel nut, my choke adapter, my flash hider. So the stock, it's a commercial buffer tube. I just happen to have a nice GL shock stock laying around. That's going to be your quickest, easiest fix, okay? Is to put on a commercial stock. Now to get that puppy off of there, pretty much same principle as before. You've got the butt pad here. Probably don't even need to bother taking that off, because the key here is this thing is pinned to the buffer tube. Okay, so you have to get rid of them pins. Once you drive those two pins out, then that stock piece slides off. Okay, they do have heads on them. You'll see the head on one side, and they're hard now. I broke that trying to pry on it. Your better bet is to drive it out. But you'll see the head on one side, and on the other side, it'll be a blind hole. You won't see anything on the other side except a little pooch where the hole is. And that's what I did. I basically drove a punch down through there and drove it out of there. You got to get that driven out in order to get that stock off. So the biggest difference is that the Gen 2 or the G2 Pro is now coming with a buffer tube. So you can see the differences in the rear of the guns there. I don't know. Keep in mind I haven't fired the new one yet, but like the old one's got our nice little number system in there. Yeah, they skipped that on the new one. There's the magazine wells. The new one does have a cap that'll come off of the buttstock. So, not sure I like the magazine release. I guess it's okay. This one seems more pronounced to me on the old one. So, I'll get down to inside of them, show you more. We got the manuals posted up on our website. Check us out, ar-shotgun.com.